Samsung 55 suspected backlights. Have not tested this yet. Don't even know the model number yet. It's a ue6000. Is that backlit or edge-lit? I'm thinking it's backlit. It looks like a backlit set, which is good. Right, we have power to the set, and you can see the set is in standby. Haven't got the greatest of camera angles currently, and at the moment I haven't even got a Samsung remote. Ah, there's one behind me. So, the fact that it's in standby is good. I don't think it's backlights. It's not backlights. We have either a mainboard or a power supply issue. It's not firing up. It could be either. I'm swaying slightly towards mainboard for this. But let's take the back off and do a few tests. Right, the back is off. It's in quite clean condition. The first thing I'm going to test is I'm just going to disconnect the main board from the power board simply by just unplugging that. So all you have to do, unplug that. I'm going to put some power back into the Sorry, I keep wandering off from the microphone because I still haven't found my face mic adapter. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is plug this in straight into there, and with the main board unplugged, the backlights should come straight up if the power board is kind of okay, and that's before I do any voltage troubleshooting. This will just save me a bit of time. And there you can see, backlights are up. That kind of indicates to me, it's not 100%, but it indicates to me, well, it indicates to me that the backlights are fine. So it indicates that we do have, well, we either have an issue with the screen. If that's the case, that's really bad news for the guy. Or we have an issue with the main board. So the second test that I'm going to give this is unplug, plug the power board back in, and now I'm going to disconnect the screen. What we don't want to happen now is for the TV, for the backlights to come on. There won't obviously be a picture because we've disconnected the screen, but it means there's going to be a short with the screen. And 9 times out of 10 that really means new TV time. I hope it's not for the guy, but we'll see. Right, so the TV's in standby mode. I'm going to press the button. Ah, good. It's not coming on. It definitely looks like a mainboard issue. So there's 2 mainboards I need to order, because I've just done a job for an LG for a mainboard, so nothing else that can be done until I speak to the customers, give them a quote, tell them what the situations are, and see if they'll accept the quote. If so, we'll order a board and take it from there.
Right, we're back with this. It's been a few days. In fact, it's probably been about 4 days since we looked at this. And that doesn't mean anything to you because you're watching a video and it seems instantaneous. But a lot happened to me in the last 5 or 6 days. So I'm just recapping from memory that we believed the main board was to fault, and the main board has arrived. So let's open it. I was impressed. Today is Thursday. I ordered this main board late on Monday. I may have ordered it on Tuesday, and say it came from Belfast. Whoever you are, Mr. Belfast man, thank you, because it arrived very quick. Unfortunately, the excitement of me fitting the main board is not going to be broadcast due to a slight technical problem that the computer froze while I was filming it, and I didn't realise till I came to edit it. But you know, fitting a main board is just, well, I was going to say unscrewing a few screws and screwing them back in, but this particular one didn't have the screws. It was a clip and slide main board. So that happened, and I gave it a quick test, and the backlights came on, and I did see a picture. So all I'm doing now is I've put the TV back together again, and I'm just going to give it a thorough test. But it looks like the main board, which if you remember was from a slightly different TV, but the right screen. So this TV we're repairing is a 6000. The main board is from a 6020. But that's gone in and it's matched the screen and everything's fine. But now I'm just going to do a sound test, and I'm going to check a few other things on this TV just to make sure there are no lines and it's fit to go back to the customer. If it wasn't fit to go back to the customer, then I'd obviously send the main board back and end the job. I'm just going to test the volume, then we're going to reset the TV. Why we're going to reset the TV? Because it's not a brand new main board from Samsung. So it's still got somebody else's personal details on it. It may still have their Netflix account on it. It may still have their other personal details on there. I'm not going to go looking at it. And I don't think it's fair for the customer that gets this back to see other people's personal details on there. If you go looking for it, you can find them. And again, it may have an active account on with Netflix and with some other providers. So what I will do, I've just tested the sound works fine, so I will switch it off. I'm going to put it into service mode. Okay, that didn't work. I may need my service remote for this. I may not be able to do it on this remote control without the service remote. It doesn't look like I can. Okay. That's fine. That would have wiped the basics, but I will go looking for my service remote so I can wipe it properly, and then when it comes on with a nice Samsung logo. As you can see, it's looking like it's letting me into Netflix. It may not, but it may have the previous customer's details still on there, so no, it's not. That's good. Oh, it's not connected to the internet, of course, so it's not going to allow me in. So I will need to do a proper reset on it, which I will do. But anyway, 55-inch, all good and proper and back together again. Just got to wrap some towels around it. Why have I got to wrap some towels around it? Well, the customer delivered it in towels, so the customer will get it back with the towels. And as it's the last job of the night that I'm doing, and they'll be coming around first thing to collect it. Another job done. So sometimes a simple mainboard fix solves quite a few problems. Not always the cheapest repair. On this one it definitely wasn't. But diagnosing it is part of the fun, and testing the backlights with the power supply really gives you an indication which one of the boards has gone faulty on this. I didn't even have to go really checking for voltages. And also I've worked on a couple of these before, so you kind of get the inkling where the fault may lie. It would have been nicer to get a cheaper mainboard, but this was the only one. Now I think there were two. There were two of them second hand on eBay for sale, both exactly the same price. One of them wasn't for this screen, so do bear that in mind. I'm sure I showed you the screen details in the first part of the video, which obviously we did a few days ago now, 4 or 5 days ago. You have to check that. You just can't go buying parts on the model number itself. Otherwise you could end up with a part which is right for the model number but not right for the screen inside. So it's always worth checking. As well as the model number on the back, you see a version number. Serial number you will need also if you're buying direct from Samsung, but if you're trying to find a cheaper second-hand part, then you really need to match up the screen. But it's up and running. Thanks for watching.